Okay, so big massive print today, but one that I'm really keen to get out. We're now going to begin on the skirt pieces. We're going to print the first of 8 pieces. There's 9 in total, 8 skirt pieces and 4 connectors. Sorry, there's 12 in total. The connectors are quite small and can be printed in one go. Now looking at these prints, they just look really odd. They look like they are definitely not going to print with supports, but trust me, they print absolutely fine. Usual procedure, 0.3 layer height. The whole thing should print out in about, well, less than 11.5 hours. So these are the finished prints. This is piece number 1. Just trying to get the number in there. And this is piece number 2. And really nice. When you think that it was printed this way, is it this way? Try to find out which. There we go. It's actually printed that well. I can't figure out which way round it was on the print bed. I think it was that way. Yeah, it's that way. You can tell from the layers. So you can see that as the layers build up, because the overhang isn't actually too bad. It's only about 45 degrees. So it actually worked quite well. Bit of an issue there. That's probably more down to my printer. However, that's all going to be inside, so I'm really not worried about it. So you can't see a lot with just 2 pieces. Like I say, most of these pieces on their own just look like nothing. It's not till they all come together. But I can see that this is going to be in the corner. The skirt is going to hang out. It's going to sit on the top. The hole on the skirt is going to go there, so this will actually reduce that square, the size of the square on the inside, by about 1 centimetre, and then the skirt will overhang, and then you'll have this, and then this section in the middle, which obviously you can't see much at the moment. That's where the leg will come in and out. So yeah, so that's it. I'm rather happy with that. That's come out really nice. Okay, so this week we're going to finish off the cleaning up of the panel areas. Now, after last week's episode, I had a little check. I often, you wake up in the morning, you see it, and you're like, yeah, that's nice. So I had a little look, and I realised that I didn't actually need to go as thorough as I did last week. The reason for that is that although we're giving it a fairly rough sanding, we're actually going to need to give it another sanding when we do the filling, and then we're probably going to need another sanding and another fill on top of that, and then a sand down, and then like a filler rather than like a spray filler primer, and then another sanding. It's quite a lot of sanding to do. So all we're doing is really just making sure these panels fit, because as you'll find out, I think number 2 is a good culprit actually. Yeah, that's not a good fit, and that's mainly because of the little support pieces there. So in this one, I'm not actually going to go as thorough as I did last week. I'm just going to make sure the panels fit. I may even find these panels that I've done, I may not actually have made them wide enough, because where some of them, this may not be actually an opening panel, but where some of them might open, when they close, if you have that flush, it's going to struggle to get in, so you're going to need a little gap between the two. So it may well be that we need to widen those gaps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure the holes are clean. I'm not going to touch the top. The bottom I'll give a little bit of a sand, like this one. It needs just some more of the support material removed, and then yeah, we'll just take it from there. Okay, so now we're going to begin the print on Ring 2 sections 7 and 8, sorry, 7 and 8. Rather simple prints. Just bang them on the print bed, printer 0.3, layer height. For my situation it took 9 hours and 19 minutes to print. Okay, so I do apologise, I've not got the video footage for it, so this is I've just got to show you what's come out of the print. Now this seems a little bit weak. If you press it, it's a little bit crunchy inside, which suggests that the supports haven't printed. Sorry, not the supports, the infill. I'm going to go with it for now because it's such a small and thin piece, and it needs to be added strength this way, not that way. So I'll go with that. This is piece number 8. Right, this one is 7. They've put it on the top. I'm just going to cut that bit of brim off. I always print with a brim. It just seems to help it stick to the print bed, and I didn't quite trim enough off, and it was a bit annoying. So this is piece number 8, which is obviously some kind of compartment. Now you can see from you may not see, but there's some locating pinholes there, so that's going to go in like that. You can see the detailing around there to make some kind of compartment. What I quite like about this is actually going to connect. This is piece number 5 and 6 from last week, which is going to go in like so. This will go into there, and that's another reason why I see it. Again, that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't look like a nice rounded shape. However, we'll go with it. So this is what these will look like with last week's print. And what I quite like about this is obviously I believe there's a hinged door here. So that will all go into there. So but there's no actual nothing inside, like it's not anything electrical, although there might be here. So again, I got no idea what's going to happen. This is at the moment I'm just printing and going, but yeah, I believe that this panel will open up. But yeah, so that's this week's print. This is ready for the body, and yeah, so let's go over to the costings. Okay, so we take our £24.22 left over from last week at the usual £10. Now the skirt pieces came to £3.80, which I thought was rather low for the amount of so the size of the prints. But then when I thought about it, there's quite a lot of air around them. It's not like we're building one big solid piece. It's a large piece of framework. Now the body rings. Little bit cheaper this week because obviously one of them was a bit smaller, so that came to £3.31, which brought us spending to £7.11. So we've added nearly £3 extra to the kitty, bringing it to £27.11, which is going up. It's nice.